Premier League season 2025/2026 maybe still become one of the most competitive football tournament or competition in the world. Here is the list of 20 English Premier League club owners for the 2025/2026 season, which influence and control Premier League team in 2025/2026 season. Manchester United still owned by Glazer family through Manchester United plc, which majority share ownership reaching 72.3%. An English businessman, namely Jim Ratcliffe, through Trawlers with share ownership reaching 27.7%. According to Forbes magazine, total wealth of the Glazer family reached $10 billion. Meanwhile, according to Forbes magazine, total wealth of the Jim Ratcliffe reached $16 billion. Abu Dhabi Investment Group, through City Football Group Limited, still become majority shareholders of Manchester City, with total share ownership reaching 74%. By the way, the chairman of Abu Dhabi Investment Group, Sheikh Mansour, has total wealth reaching $30 billion. In football industry, beside Manchester City, Abu Dhabi owns several football clubs including New York City, Girona, Melbourne City, Mumbai City, and Palermo. The Arsenal Football Club, still owned by Kroenke Sports and Entertainment, with ownership reaching 100%. This group is headed by Stanley Kroenke. According to Forbes magazine, total wealth of Stanley Kroenke reached $16.9 billion. The Liverpool FC is still owned by Fenway Sport Group, commonly known as FSG. This group is headed by John Henry and Tom Werner. According to Forbes magazine, total wealth of John Henry reached $6 billion. Meanwhile, Tom Werner has total wealth around $2 billion. Chelsea FC is owned by Clearlake, with total ownership reached 60%. Basically, this group is headed by Badad Abelai and Jose Feliciano. According to Forbes magazine, total wealth of Badad Abelai reached $4.4 billion. Meanwhile, Jose Feliciano has total wealth around $4.4 billion. Newcastle United is owned by Public Investment Fund from Saudi Arabia. They has 80% share in Newcastle United. Public Investment Fund basically is headed by Mohammed bin Salman and Yasser Al-Rahman.
Have in the past few issues in Saudi Arabia and a lot of opportunities that we didn't use. We tried.
According to Forbes magazine, Mohammed bin Salman has total wealth of around $25 billion.
Juventus, we had a number of discussions over the years.
Senyk Group is the owner of Tottenham Hotspur, with total ownership reached 86%, with Daniel Levy still become the key person in this group. Aston Villa is controlled by V Sport Group with Naisef Cyrus, and Wesley Edens still become the leaders in this group.
Products coming out of ADNOC going to
Naisef Cyrus has total wealth around $9.5 billion US dollars.
Recently started the service from Orlando to Miami, so the complete system, it's been,
Meanwhile, his partner, Wesley Eden, has total wealth around $2.6 billion US dollars. West Ham United still owned by the four majority shareholders, namely David Sullivan with ownership around 38%, 1890s Holdings with 27%, Vanessa Gold with 25%, and WHU LLC with 8%.
The passion, the desire that you had when you first became chairman of the Albion?
Yeah, I'm still loving it. I'm very
Brighton and Hove Albion still controlled by Anthony Bloom. He still become majority shareholder with ownership share around 76%. The owner of Fulham FC is Senyk. He still fully controls this club share ownership around 100%.
It is, and that's an NFL team and the Fulham Football Club, different.
According to Forbes magazine, total wealth of Senyk reached $13.3 billion US dollars. Nottingham Forest, still owned by Capital Maritime and Trading Company. Evangelos Marinakis control this team, and according to Forbes magazine, total wealth of Evangelos Marinakis is about $3.7 billion US dollars. The Everton Football Club, still owned by Blue Heaven Holding Limited with ownership share around 94%.
Is by 2028, Goodison should be demolished.
Farhad Moshiri still become the key person to control this club, and according to Forbes magazine, total wealth of Farhad Moshiri around $2.7 billion US dollars.
We're in the championship. Hey! We ain't there to mess about. We're there to do the business, aren't we?
Matthew Benham still become the owner of Brentford. His total net worth around £216 million sterling.
The Golden Knights, from the hotel group, from the wineries, have them all.
Bournemouth still owned by Bill Foley. According to Forbes magazine, total net worth of Bill Foley reached $2.1 billion US dollars.
We are very excited to begin this new journey with our family. This is
Alan Pace, through ALK Capital, still become the owner of Burnley. Historically, they bought Burnley with acquisition cost around £170 million sterling in 2020. Wolverhampton Wanderers still owned by Fosun Group. Structurally, this group is led by Guo Guangchong, Wang Kunbin, Liang Xinjuan.
Factor where I think it belongs both on and off the pitch. We want this club to be something that everyone can.
Leeds United is owned by 49ers Enterprises, which the chairman of this group is Perik V. Maratha. Crystal Palace is owned by several shareholders, with John Textor still become the majority shareholder with 45% share ownership, followed by John Harris, David Blitzer, and Steve Paris with 10% of shares each of them. Sunderland is owned by Cryo Louis Dreyfus, with majority shareholder around 64%. Meanwhile, minority shareholder is Juan Sartori, with share ownership around 36%. That is list of 20 English Premier League club owners for the 2025/2026 season.